Hey everybody, I'm Amy from BodyFit by Amy, and this is your 12-minute standing full body dumbbell workout. So yes, we are gonna get it done in just 12 minutes, so no formal warm up, but you can get a little march, pump those arms, maybe even roll those shoulders. We have 6 different moves today. Some of them are more back to basics, some of them are compound exercises. All of them are using dumbbells, and all of them we are gonna go through 40 seconds of work, followed by 20 seconds of rest. In those 20 seconds, catch your breath, give your hands a little break, and you may even want to switch to a different set of dumbbells. I'll try to cue you on that. Let's roll those hips right through here. So only 6 exercises, 2 times through. We're gonna get it all in, all standing. If you have some weights, use them. Otherwise, just keep it body weight and move with me. Starting with 1 heavy dumbbell, we're gonna hold it in the center. We're gonna do what we call a tempo squat. Down for 2, up for 2. Join me, here we go. Down, 2, up, 2. So we're just taking it nice and slow. And if you can't get as low as me, that's okay. You can also always use a chair behind you. Sit down in the chair, stand up. That is a great way to improve your squat form. Drive it up. Here we go. Down, 2, up for 2. 10 seconds. We're going into our bent over row next. So I'm gonna grab my other 20-pound dumbbell. 1 more. Yes. All right, grab a second dumbbell or grab a pair of dumbbells that you can do a bent over row with. It looks like this, shoulders back. You're gonna hinge. Using those big muscles along our spine, pull towards your hips, pull the shoulder blades in, squeeze, and down. Join me here, hinge, 3, 2, 1. So big muscles all the way down our back. I like to call these our posture muscles. So important. Our pull, upper body pull. We'll have some upper body push also coming up in this workout. If that doesn't feel good for you, you can stagger your feet. That might feel better. You can also always just do one or the other. So in this workout, we're trying to get a mix of like these first 2 exercises where we're totally back to basics, isolating one muscle group, going heavy. Then we got a compound movement coming up to really get that heart rate up, but also work those smaller muscles. 3, 2, 1. Set them down. Next, we're gonna do a reverse lunge with a bicep curl. So we're gonna lunge, stand up, biceps, lunge, up, biceps. Something a little lighter. You do you. I'm gonna try with my 15s. We'll see how it goes. Reverse lunge or tap back. Here we go. Lunge it down, step it up, and curl. So you're alternating your legs. Again, you don't have to get as low as me. This again is gonna get your heart pumping a little bit more. Allows us to go a little lighter on the legs, but I still want you to go heavy on those arms. So see what we're doing here. We go heavy on the upper body for the row, heavy on the lower body for the tempo squat, and then we throw in a compound to give those muscles a tiny break, not really, but enough to do something a little more heart pumping. Last one, yes. All right, hang on to one of those heavy weights, heavy to medium. We're gonna do a press, 1 dumbbell, press behind our head for triceps and down. So we're getting a press. If you have lighter weights, you can do 2 behind the head. If you got 1 heavy, let's go for it. Here we go. Up, and here. So again, we got that heart rate up with the lunge and curl. Now we isolate a little bit more. Shoulders and back of the arms with the triceps. Pay attention to how you feel this round. If you're thinking, oh, I probably could have gone heavier, and you have an option to go heavier, let's go heavier on that next round. 2 more exercises after this. 1 standing core, and then a deadlift and standing core. Right here. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, now we're taking it to a deadlift. Back to basics, go heavy. You're gonna drive the hips to the back, weights in the front, stand up straight. So big lower body hinge, super functional movement. We love it. You can lift heavy with it in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. After this, we get our standing core, and then we do it all a second time. Now with these 12-minute workouts, you may have seen my series. We're getting it done in only 12 minutes, but we're getting enough. So everything gets a second set. That's why I'm encouraging you to go heavy and challenge yourself, because it's only 12 minutes, but it's comprehensive. Even though we're all standing, we are getting our core muscles working. Really, with every exercise, our core is stabilizing and contracting, but we're getting full body cardio and strength. 3, 2, 1. One weight to finish it out. This is our standing core. Think of it as a bicycle crunch from a standing position. Twist to the knee, twist to the knee. Elbow to knee, contracting here. One weight before we do it all again. Let's take it right here. 3, 2, 1. 40 seconds. And here. So instead of thinking, oh, it's my arms and my legs, I want you to think about your core rotating. Your knee is coming up, contracting in the center in that deep core, and then you rotate from the side, right here. Yes. Right here. 10 seconds before we do it all again, and then we're done. Again, thinking about the core, stabilizing and twisting. 3, 2, 1. All right, team, so we're getting it done again. We're starting with that tempo squat. If you want something different this time, you can take those toes out. Weight can be here or weights here. I'm actually gonna switch it up. 2 weights here, down for 2, up for 2. Let's do it. In 3, 2, 1, down 2, up 2. So second round, I may give you a few slight variations, but don't feel like you have to take them, all right? You know me, I'm always trying to mix it up. It's really good for our muscles and our joints, especially in something like this, turning those knees and those hips and ankles out a bit. We work the mobility, we get the strength at a different angle, right? But again, do what feels best for you. Be where you are today. Total strength, right here. Breathe. 5 seconds. Squeezing through. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're back to that row. This time, if you want to start with your palms to the back and turn them in. Again, when we mix up our angles, we get our wrist, our elbows, and our shoulder joints getting that mobility, right? Greasing the wheels. So you can do that, or you can keep it regular. Bend over row. 3, 2, 1. Strong back muscles again. Upper body pull. Then we got that high heart rate with our lunge and curl coming up. So take your time on this. Squeeze those muscles along your back, along your spine. Yes! Right here, here we go. 10 seconds. We got 3, 2, 1. Set them down. All right, lunge and curl. You can keep this the same. If you want something a little different, you can curl at the bottom instead of the top. We're gonna get a little higher heart rate with that. And I'm gonna stick with these. Let's do it. Lunge and then curl either at the bottom of the lunge or as you step out of it. Here we go. And here. So a little different in how you balance the weight, so your core comes into play a little bit more as we go down. You'll probably feel that. But again, if that feels too shaky, I'd rather you have the best form you can have, so it's better to have a lunge and then a curl at the top. Again, you do you. Woo! Feeling those arms, also feeling those legs. Ooh, burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, team, hang on to one weight. It's that press and tries. Again, we're getting upper body push and back of the arms. Heart rate should be up there, right? If holding like this doesn't feel good, try it like this. That works too. Here we go. Up, behind your head, in and down. All depends on the shape of your dumbbell and your grip, right? You might find this a little easier. The key is to keep those elbows in, right? Not out to here, here. Up. And down. Trying to keep my rib cage stacked over my pelvis. If I start to feel like I'm here or here, align that. Using your breath, using your core. Yes. Up. Ah, we did it. There we go, team. All right, what is next? Oh, yes, our deadlift. So, you can take your feet a little wider if you want, but deadlift, back of the legs, glutes, and hamstrings. Let's get it done. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, a little late start because I was just too into my triceps there. We went a little bit over. Stand up straight. Right here. And up. Shoulders back. Again, finding the stance that gives you the best form. Right here. Yes. 10 seconds. What do we got after this? Just that knee cross, getting it done. Team, I know. Woo, there's my, what is wrong with me? All right, team, one more. We're gonna take that dumbbell, let's cross it. Let's cross it. You do you, but let's make it good. Get that core working hard in 3, 2, 1. Right here. Yes, team. Taking the knees across, and again, it's not just blindly just going like that. I want you to really think my core is bringing my knee up and I'm twisting with my torso. It's a controlled movement. Yes, my upper body is working, holding it. Yes, my lower body is feeling it, but we're moving through the core to finish strong in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, and breathe. Set those weights down, shake it out. You did it, team. That is it. Good work. We're not gonna do very much of a cool down because again, trying to get you in and out, 12 minutes only. Let's take those knees out, little stretch through the legs, the arms, the back. So please get some more stretching on your own. And remember, I have a whole playlist of 10-minute workouts, 10-minute quick hits, and this 12-minute series. So please remember, you can get a lot done. Do you feel that, right? You can get a lot done in just 10 or 12 minutes, even 5. All movement is good movement. Remember that. It's always worth it. Always, always, always. Whew. Thank you so much for being here today. Let's get one big deep breath in and out. That was your 12-minute standing total body dumbbell workout. Great job, everybody.